The Chevy Red Tag event is really shaking things up with great offers this season. And while supplies last, get 0% financing on almost every '07 Chevy car, pickup, and SUV. Get 0% APR financing for 60 months for well-qualified buyers on every '07 Chevy SUV while supplies last. See some red and save some green during the Chevy Red Tag event. Click on Chevy.com, then see your local Chevy dealer.
Herbal Essences brings you another great escape. Hello Hydration Shampoo and Conditioner with mind-bending coconut and exotic orchid. Hair that's miraculously moisturized. Hello Hydration. From Herbal Essences.
Nothing is more important than helping your family achieve a goal. As a member of Langley Federal Credit Union, you're part of a larger family dedicated to helping you meet your financial goals, no matter how big or how small. Langley Federal Credit Union, a family helping families for over 70 years.
Call or join Langley Federal Credit Union today.
For generations, Willis Furniture has had a holiday sale. This year will be no different.
The heck it won't. This is going to be our biggest holiday sale ever, with everything reduced as much as half price. Take advantage of 0% interest. Choose from the best names in furniture. Don't miss the big holiday sale at Willis Furniture. Fine furniture, casual prices.
This younger generation is giving away the store.
Live from the station on your side, this is WAVY News 10.
Good morning. The search is on for a killer in Norfolk. I'm Katie Collette. The details in a live report.
Peninsula firefight. A busy morning after 2 homes go up in flames, displacing a family of 4 and leaving unanswered questions for investigators.
A date which will live in infamy.
Remembering the pain of the Pearl Harbor attack. It brought us into World War II, and now Hampton Roads is paying tribute to those lost and loved today, Friday, December 7, 2007.
And thank you for joining us on this Friday as we ease into the weekend. A cold night last night and 2 fires, at least one family put out in the cold.
I know, it almost seems like firefighters too can't win. You know, they either work with all that equipment when it's sweltering hot, and you know it's hard for them, but then in temperatures like this, you know, the water's freezing, and you just got to tip your hat to the firefighters this morning, and we'll do that in a little bit. But first, we're going to get a check on the forecast, find out if it is too terribly cold out there. Jeremy Wheeler's in for John Cash, and Cheryl Tan is watching traffic situation in Suffolk, so we have a lot going on.
Definitely a lot going on. Good morning to the two of you. And we saw from Katie Collette's live report that it is cold out there. You can see her breath, and she was all bundled up.
Temperatures in the 30s and 20s right now. It's cold. It actually has warmed up the past couple of hours, believe it or not, but temperatures right now still chilly. So let's take a look outside. Live Super Doppler 10 out to the west of Hampton Roads. Got some scattered precip. That is in the form of some flurries or sprinkles. Not a whole lot happening. And as it moves east, I don't think there's going to be too much here. What we expect the bus stop, temperatures 20s and 30s. Going to be cold but not windy. And then today we'll expect temperatures to be in the lower 50s. We're going to see a big warm up next week. We'll talk about it, but now time for traffic.
Jeremy, thanks so much. Still problems in Suffolk. A tractor trailer in a ditch along Route 58, which is Holland Road and Loomis Road. Both eastbound lanes shut down right now to traffic. Use your detours. One westbound lane open to traffic as we head into rush hour. This may become a problem, but right now not too much of one. No injuries to share with you. Chopper 10 is over Naval Station, Norfolk 564 westbound, 64 westbound right now. No problems heading into gates 3 and 3A. And of course, we'll be watching it and following it right now at 6:02.
Cheryl, thanks. Our top story this morning, Norfolk police are working hard to get a killer off the streets.
Police say someone shot a man several times and just left him for dead. 10 on your side's Katie Collette is live at the Norfolk Police Department with more on their investigation. Katie, good morning to you.
Good morning, Carrie and Don. 35-year-old Clifton Brooks Jr. died from his gunshot wounds at Centera Norfolk General Hospital Thursday evening. And now police here in Norfolk are on a mission to find his killer before he shoots again.
It went bang, 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 bang. And it really scared me because normally I come out and see things, but when I heard that, I immediately went upstairs in my house.
Gwendolyn Bennett says she heard the shots that killed Clifton Brooks Jr. She didn't come outside until she felt the shooter was long gone. When she looked around, she saw bullet holes in cars and neighboring townhouses, small holes in them where the bullets broke through.
It makes you really want to move, but you can't run from the problem, so you try to do whatever you can to try to fix the problem.
Watching police work, Gwendolyn remembers another shooting at the same intersection of Bonnet and Tanners Creek Drive, only the victim was her son, and he survived. Now, inside the crime tape along the 6900 block of Tanners Creek Drive, police mark evidence, searching for clues to catch a killer.
I feel sorry for this, whoever this might be. I feel sorry for their family because, you know, and it's at the holiday. This is the time to be joyful and happy, but, you know, they're in grief.
Now, police have not identified any suspects yet, and that's where you come in. If you have any information that could help in their investigation, call the crime line at 1-888-LOCK-YOU-UP. Live in Norfolk, Katie Collette, 10 on your side.
New this morning, a busy morning for Peninsula firefighters after two homes go up in flames less than an hour apart. WAVY News 10 was there as flames tore through both Newport News homes. The fire crews were called to this renovated house in the 1000 block of 23rd Street just before 1 a.m. No one was inside. Moments later, crews were called to a home on Dabney Place. 3 people and a dog made it out safely. The cause of both fires under investigation. A 14-year-old arrested in connection with a shooting outside Patrick Henry Mall. You're looking at pictures of the scene from our partners at the Daily Press. This happened Tuesday. 51-year-old Yo Cabrera was shot in the hand, and the same bullet pierced her hand and entered her leg. She is recovering. Police say they found the teenager at a friend's house. He faces several charges, including aggravated malicious wounding.
Yorktown police are on the lookout for a thief who swiped a sword off a statue of George Washington. It's on Water Street along the waterfront, and investigators say it was pried from inside General Washington's coat. They aren't sure when this happened or why.
It's just a plain black sword made out of steel, and I have no idea what somebody would want with it. It floors me, really, why somebody would take the time to take that.
Police plan on bringing felony destruction of property charges against the person or the people responsible. If you know something about this, you're asked to call Yorktown Police.
47 pit bulls from Michael Vick's dogfighting operation will go to 8 rescue organizations, including the Animal Rescue of Tidewater. The transfers should happen within the next month. The suspended NFL quarterback will be sentenced in the federal dogfighting case against him Monday. He faces up to 5 years in prison. Vick surrendered last month and is already in jail. WAVY News 10 will be in Richmond during the court proceeding, and stay with us for continuing coverage. In case you couldn't stay up late last night, the Washington Redskins beat the Chicago Bears 24-16. The game was played 3 days after the funeral of former Skins safety Sean Taylor. Well, now here's a way you can help Taylor's 1-year-old daughter. The team says profits from the sale of number 21 jerseys and other Taylor merchandise will go to the trust fund of Jackie Taylor. The Sean Taylor Memorial Trust Fund provides for Jackie's education and health care. Sean Taylor was killed last week at his Florida home.
Our time now is 7 minutes past 6 o'clock. Sink or swim. It's known for its great waterfront and its very highly priced homes, but now global warming is affecting the San Francisco Bay. And real estate may get very reasonable in a few years. We'll tell you why.
I would never thought that this many recalls would have such a devastating effect on my property.
Good intentions are coming at a price. Why charities are suffering while trying to help those in need.
My daughter and I have been working on our letters. Caroline, what does W stand for?
WinFord.com.
That's right, and WinFord.com stands for a full-service virtual dealership. At WinFord.com, test drive your next new or pre-owned vehicle online. Learn about great savings with our e-special updates, schedule service appointments, and keep track of your car's maintenance plan with your own personal WinFord webpage. From your next vehicle to servicing your car, it's all here at
WinFord.com.
Right now at Pearl Vision, we're giving you 40% off all eyeglasses. And not just a small selection behind the counter. 40% off our entire selection, including no-line and bifocal lenses. Because at Pearl Vision, we believe nothing should keep you from seeing all the things that make up the story of your life. Not even price. Visit pearlvision.com for the store nearest you and get 40% off eyeglasses for you and your family. At Pearl Vision, we want you to see more.
The ever-changing real estate market's been making headlines for years now. The Real Estate Exchange is on the cutting edge of today's marketplace. Before you buy or sell a home, call the Real Estate Exchange.
warm heart can change a child's life. Your warm heart can give hope to the hopeless and help the helpless. Won't you open your warm heart to kids in need this winter?
10 on Your Side asks you to donate gently used coats to Coats for Kids. Just take your donations to any one of these locations. The coats will go to deserving children across Hampton Roads. The bright smile of a warm child will melt your heart. WAVY TV, partners on Your Side, and these sponsors say thank you.
This year, I reached the top of my profession. And then I quit.
The Rolex Day Date. The year it takes to make one is nothing compared to the time it takes to deserve one.
This segment of WAVY News 10 is brought to you by Kim Knock Ford.
I want a baby carriage and a doll baby and dear Santa. Don't forget to bring Mommy and Daddy a Kim Knock Ford.
Years ago, a little girl wrote this message to Santa. This year, give your family the greatest gift of all, a new Kim Knock Ford.
All we want for Christmas is a Kim Knock Ford, and then we'll have a Merry Christmas.
Make it a Kim Knock Christmas from Kim Knock Ford, 6401 Virginia Beach Boulevard.
Always live, always on your side. Super Doppler 10.
All right, here we go with live Super Doppler 10, scanning the skies. We're not coming up clean this morning, at least locally we are, but down around Raleigh, they got a little bit of sleet and freezing rain in that location. Now, this is moving east. I think it's going to dry up, though, as it moves east. See a little bit out to the west of Hampton Roads. Don't expect there to be too much here in the area, other than a lot of cloud cover and maybe a little sprinkle later today. Temperatures at the moment near freezing for Virginia Beach, 32, 33 in Norfolk, 30 in Suffolk. Temperatures have actually been rising over the past couple of hours. 46 now at Kill Hills, other side of the water, 30 Williamsburg, 29 Newport News, and 30 degrees in Chesapeake right now. So it is cold, but again, temperatures already coming up a little bit, and the sun's not even up. So here's the cloud cover as it comes through. Scattered precip across the mountains. Once it crosses, though, somewhat falls apart. So I don't expect there to be too much out of this. But again, a sprinkle later this morning up through midday, possible, especially northward. Here's the setup. We've got an area of high pressure around. We also have a bit of a southeast wind today, so we're going to get a warm-up, a slight warm-up, and then even bigger warm-up on Saturday as this warm front tries to move on through and brings us some temperatures in the 60s. Meantime today, future track picking up on a little bit of scattered precip out there through the morning hours. Midday, may see a sprinkle, especially northward, but even in the viewing area, I think, the metro, I think we could see a possible sprinkle, but really, it's going to be a lot of cloud cover. I think that's the main part of the forecast. Overnight tonight, especially northward, a chance for sprinkles, but that continues all the way down to the metro. So overnight tonight could see a little sprinkle, but temperatures will be above freezing. Tomorrow through the day, a lot of cloud cover. Again, another chance for one of those little sprinkles, but no good rain chances in the forecast at all. Warmer temperatures today. Temperatures in the lower 50s. Southeast winds turning southwest 5 to 10. 7-day forecast. Saturday we're in the 60s. Sunday, we'll see some mixed temperatures out there, but definitely warm for Monday and Tuesday. Highs near 70 degrees. Here goes food trivia for today. Heard it here. Makes a fine beverage, and Don is shaking already as we speak. 2 redskin colors, 2 of them out of 3. Nasal complaint. We'll get the answer coming up, and now time for 10 Times Saver Traffic.
Good morning, Hampton Roads. I'm John Massey in Chopperton. Keeping that close eye on your morning commute. We're over the HRBT taking a live look down from Chopperton. This is the approach coming down from Hampton. You got a speed limit ride right now all the way down from the Hampton Creek Bridge. A little bit of moderate volume, but no delays. HRBT, Monitor Merrimack, and the JRB, all 3 of them in real good shape. We'll keep a close eye on your morning commute. Don and Kerry, we're going to head out toward the beach and have an update on that ride in 10 minutes.
John Massey, Chopperton, thank you. At 6:13, check your lottery numbers.
All right, the news continues at 6:15.
Now through Sunday at Friedman's Jewelers, save up to 60% off store-wide. Plus, take up to an extra $500 off all diamonds. Now through Sunday only at Friedman's Jewelers.
Being a nurse means lots of hand washing
and extremely dry skin.
Gold Bond Ultimate Healing Lotion. 7 intensive moisturizers, 3 vitamins, plus healing aloe for healthy skin.
Can your lotion do that?
This stuff really works. Being a nurse means lots of hand washing.
And extremely dry skin.
Gold Bond Ultimate Healing Lotion. 7 intensive moisturizers, 3 vitamins, plus healing aloe for healthy skin.
Can your lotion do that?
This stuff really works.
What makes a Moe's neighborhood? Well, it begins with the ingredients. Fresh, made-in-front-of-you burritos, quesadillas, fajitas, salads, and more. Moe's Southwest Grill. Welcome to Moe's! This is a Moe's neighborhood.
Only one DVD will take you over the edge. Hold on! 5. Pirates at World's End. Own it today on 2-disc DVD for a limited time only.
I can tell a lot about a man by what he wears and where he shops. When quality matters, he shops the quality shops. Are you quality?
Founded on a tradition of personalized service and contemporary men's fashions, the Quality Shops are marking their 90th anniversary by giving you $90 off your next purchase. Classic designs, contemporary labels, great selection. The Quality Shops.
After 90 years, quality definitely matters. Shop the Quality Shops in downtown Norfolk and Hilltop East, Virginia Beach.
WAVY traffic jam cams are brought to you by Kimnock Ford, leading the way.
Shop this month at Green Gifford Chrysler Jeep Dodge for the largest rebates ever. The event of a lifetime. Get a $7,500 cash rebate on a Ram 1500, a $5,500 cash rebate on a Chrysler Pacifica, a $4,000 cash rebate on a Chrysler Sebring, or choose a redesigned 2008 minivan with swivel and go seating and storage. Huge rebates and a lifetime powertrain warranty. It's the event of a lifetime at Green Gifford Chrysler Jeep Dodge.
Go, 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 Green Gifford.
Near the airport, Norfolk.
Now through Sunday at Friedman's Jewelers, save up to 60% off store-wide. Plus, take up to an extra $500 off all diamonds. Now through Sunday only at Friedman's Jewelers.
We're back on WAVY News 10 today at 6:15. Here's a look at some of the top stories we're following today. On this day in history, the Japanese attacked Pearl Harbor. 5 battleships, 3 destroyers, 7 other ships were sunk or damaged, while more than 200 aircraft was destroyed. But the biggest price we paid, 2,400 Americans killed, another 1,200 wounded. A memorial service will be held today at Naval Amphibious Base Little Creek.
The Coast Guard is celebrating a record year. In 2007, it seized 355,000 pounds of cocaine. That's more in 1 year's time than ever before. Officials say the cocaine holds a street value of roughly $4.7 billion. The Coast Guard says because of its success, smugglers are forced to find more expensive and difficult ways to try and move illegal drugs into the U.S.
Well, here's some news about those abusive driver fees. A new legislative study finds no evidence that those fees applied to bad drivers actually deter abusive driving. The report says the rate hikes aren't just ineffective, but they say they're being applied inconsistently. Now, when the law took effect in July, you guys were outraged. The fees can total thousands of dollars, and of course, the sticking point, they don't apply to out-of-state drivers. They were imposed to help finance highway maintenance.
If you own the keys to a Ford diesel truck or van made between the years of 1997 and 2003, you'll want to listen to this. Ford is recalling 1.2 million trucks, SUVs, and vans to fix a problem with the camshaft sensor. If the sensor fails, the engines will stop running. 14 accidents have been reported. Ford diesel E-Series vans, excursion sport utility vehicles, and Super Duty trucks are included in the recall. RC2 is recalling its first year's 3-in-1 flush and sounds potty seats, as well as its first year's newborn and toddler reclining seats. Now, the company says that the potty seats contain lead, and that's in violation of the federal standard. About 160,000 potty seats were sold at department and specialty stores between April of 2006 and August of 2007. An estimated 1,000 feeding seats were sold nationwide from November of 2006 through October of 2007. The manufacturer says the seats have straps that could pull out of slots and the seat and allow a young child to fall.
Turning away toys, that is the reality now, linked to the latest fallout from recent massive toy recalls. The Salvation Army says too many recalls and too few workers to check donated toys is forcing them to pull them from Texas to Maryland until there's enough time to check them thoroughly. In Norfolk, this woman's storage unit is empty. It's normally full this time of year, and that threatens her yearly Christmas toy giveaway.
It's kind of sad for the children because they don't understand why.
I would never thought that this many recalls would have such a devastating effect on my party.
Now, even if the toys don't make it to the shelves, the Salvation Army says you can still help them by making monetary donations.
Tennis superstars took to the court at Old Dominion University Thursday for a round of matches for a good cause. James Blake played the first exhibition match at Anthem Live, an event dedicated to finding a cure for cancer. The one-set matches excited the crowd, many wearing Anthem Live orange T-shirts. This year is the third for Blake, ranked 13th in the country.
That means the most out of the whole thing because we're here showing support. They're coming here to show their support, so it's a collaboration together.
Serena Williams played the second exhibition match last night.
Well, every now and then you may catch yourself complaining about the chilly weather, but just think what it would be like if you were homeless or had no heat. This frosty weather can be especially dangerous for the homeless and also folks without health insurance. So Thursday, 55 local doctors volunteered their time and services at the Virginia Beach Health Clinic.
It's hard for the people who are just barely making it on their own. And if I can help them, that'd be great. You know, if I can give them my services for free.
Now, this is the only free health clinic in Virginia Beach.
Always live, always on your side. Super Doppler 10.
Good morning, live Super Doppler 10 this morning. Picking up on some precip outside the viewing area. We're towards Raleigh, some mixed precip, and over in central Virginia, west of Emporia, a little mixed precip as well. And this is probably going to dry up as it moves east. And later today, still could yet see a sprinkle, but overall, just a lot of cloud cover is going to be the main part of the forecast. Right now, we're mostly cloudy. Temperatures are cold. 29 degrees Newport News. 33 Norfolk and 32 Virginia Beach. We've got a 30 in Hampton, Chesapeake, and Suffolk. Temperatures have actually warmed up in a couple of these spots compared to a couple of hours ago. Right now, Ocean Lakes High School sitting at 36 degrees. You warmed up a couple of degrees. And we're going to continue that warmth through the afternoon with highs hitting the lower 50s. That'll be nice compared to yesterday's highs in the 30s. So as we look out west, a lot of precip out there, but as it crossed the mountains, it somewhat fell apart. Still, though, up around D.C., some of this has survived. A little bit of snow up there, and then again around Raleigh, a little mixed precip. As you can see, though, that's probably going to turn into rain as those temperatures warm up next couple of hours. And so we may see a little sprinkle in here this morning, but then I think we'll have partly cloudy skies for the afternoon. Temperatures expected to be in the lower 50s. Nags Head, Elizabeth City, and Ahoskie. On the south side, Virginia Beach running in the lower 50s, 50 degrees for Norfolk for a high, and 53 in Chesapeake. Warmer temperatures than yesterday. We'll see mostly cloudy skies on the peninsula, 50 for Newport News, 49 Pocosin. Could see a sprinkle in a couple of these areas later today, but not a good chance of rain by any means. Mostly cloudy in the northern spots like Irvington. Woonancock 47, 49 in Gloucester, and again could see a sprinkle here, but a lot of cloud cover is basically your forecast. Boating forecast, winds south-southeast 5 to 10 knots, seas 2 to 3 feet, on the bay about a foot. 7-day forecast. Saturday running in the lower 60s, and then Sunday we'll see some mixed temperatures, 50s and 60s probably. And then for Monday and Tuesday, everybody's warmer. We'll see highs in the upper 60s to about 70 degrees. Nice big warm up there after the chilly temperatures this morning and yesterday. Food trivia for today. Here we go. Heard it here. Makes a fine beverage. 2 Redskin colors out of 3. And nasal complaint. We'll get the answer coming up, but now time for 10 times saver traffic.
All right, Jeremy, thanks so much. Police in Suffolk very, very busy right now trying to clear a tractor-trailer crash. A tractor crashed into a ditch around 1 this morning along 58, which is Holland Road and Loomis Road in the city. The crews there have been trying to move this tractor-trailer from the ditch and move it upright. But right now, the eastbound lanes, both of them are closed to traffic. Use detours. One westbound lane is moving to traffic right now, but this is going to be there for at least the next hour or so. So, of course, we'll keep you posted, let you know when that is clear. But right now, it is not, and as we head into rush hour, this may become a problem. Let's take a look at your ride through the downtown tunnel as you head eastbound 264. No delays right now. No brake lights that I'm seeing just yet. Just a steady ride through the tunnel. 264 westbound from Campstella Road to the downtown tunnel. Again, steady traffic. No major problems to share with you. Chopper 10 pilot John Massey is at the beach this morning with a look at our ride there. Hi, John.
Good morning, Cheryl. Good morning. Good morning, Hampton Roads. Indeed, we came over to take a live look down from Chopper 10 at the interchange here at 264-64 as we tilt up. That's your ride coming in from the beach, 264 westbound, coming past Newtown into the interchange. No delay for you right now. Moderate volume as well coming across the Twin Bridges out of Chesapeake on 64 westbound toward that interchange. You did check on that ride all the way from this point around to the 564 split. No delays to speak of. We'll keep an eye on your traffic, give you an update every 10 minutes. We'll be right back after this break.
Celebrate the season with City Center at Oyster Point in Newport News. Shop for presents and parties. Dine with friends and family. And now you can even ice skate at City Center's new outdoor skating rink, presented by Langley Federal Credit Union and Langley Financial Services. Parking is free and the rink is open daily through January 20th. Visit citycenter@oysterpoint.com for hours and admission fees. City Center at Oyster Point in Newport News, your favorite holiday destination.
Hello?
Come meet me right now at Port Warwick.
What?
There are some new shops there that are just fabulous. There's the boutique with the largest selection of everything Vera Bradley in the region. And this wonderful little shop called the Rocking Horse with gorgeous clothes and gifts for kids. And P.S. Papery, a complete writing experience with stationery and the finest pens for that man in my life. Then we'll have dinner at Light Restaurant. It's romantic and has an incredible wine list.
Okay, where?
Port Warwick, off Jefferson Avenue at Loftus Boulevard in Newport News.
Victory Nissan's National Year-End Sales Event is on.
That's right. Every vehicle's clearance price, and we're saving people thousands.
I love my new Nissan Altima, and I didn't have to put a penny down. At Victory Nissan, you can drive with no money down, too. I'm what they call credit challenged, but Victory Nissan understood, and they got me financed on my new Nissan.
Save with rebates up to $8,000 and no payments until March 2008.
That's right. Offers in soon, so get to Victory Nissan while selection is best during Nissan's National Year-End Sales Event.
Your next Max moment awaits. Save on an incredible selection of unique gifts right now at TJ Maxx. You'll score high-end gifts for everyone on your list at up to 50% off department store prices. With savings this good, you'll need a bigger treat.
All the window companies want your business, but it's hard to know which one to choose. See through the clutter to see-through windows. Any size white, all-welded double-hung windows are just $165, including professional installation. See through the clutter to see-through windows.
Today's Mega Millions jackpot, $96 million.
Your warm heart can change a child's life. Your warm heart can give hope to the hopeless and help the helpless. Won't you open your warm heart to kids in need this winter?
10 on Your Side asks you to donate gently used coats to Coats for Kids. Just take your donations to any one of these locations. The coats will go to deserving children across Hampton Roads. The bright smile of a warm child will melt your heart. WAVY TV, partners on Your Side, and these sponsors say thank you.
Across the nation this morning, home run king Barry Bonds has a date with a California judge today. He's expected to plead not guilty to perjury and obstruction of justice charges at his arraignment in federal court. Prosecutors say the outfielder lied to a grand jury investigating allegations of steroid use. If convicted, Bonds could face time in jail. And speaking of San Francisco, don't leave your heart there unless you're okay with it getting wet. There's concern parts of the bay are sinking. The city was built on fill, and officials say it is settling. How much? Well, listen to this. Over the past 20 years, the ground in some places sank almost 3 feet. Residents already have things like this to deal with. Any time that there's a heavy rain or high tide, they have flooding and sewer backups. At this rate, and with global warming, sea levels are expected to rise 3 feet by the year 2100.
911 tapes reveal the terrifying moments when shots rang out inside a Nebraska shopping mall.
911, what's your emergency?
There you go. You heard the shots. Now we're also learning more about the gunman. Omaha police say Robert Hawkins threatened to kill his stepmother back in 2002. He also spent years in treatment centers and group homes. Hawkins shot and killed 8 people inside a mall department store on Wednesday before taking his own life. The first major winter storm of the season is dumping snow in the Midwest. About 4.5 inches of snow are covering parts of Iowa, creating treacherous driving conditions. Forecasters are tracking more snow for today. Up to 3 inches of snow has fallen on Missouri. The storm is blamed for causing nearly 300 wrecks in Kansas City in just over a 4-hour period.
All right, there's much more ahead on WAVY News 10 Sunrise. Yesterday, we told you we'd have a very special guest in our studios. Who's that guy? You don't know him yet, but you will. Coming up, we'll get up close and personal with the newest member of WAVY News 10.
Plus, we'll check in with the old folks like Cheryl Tan and Jeremy Wheelish. Cheryl on traffic, Jeremy with the weather. The news continues in 2 minutes.
Hey, Vito, you want cheesesteak? Hey, cheesesteak.
Cheesesteak.
What? Yeah. We got burgers.
Hey, what's a burger?
Hey, Pop, he wants a cheesesteak and a burger on one bun.
We do that? We don't do that.
We don't do that.
The Philly Cheesesteak Thick Burger at Hardee's.
This holiday season, you'll find so many gifts in so little time at Prime Outlets. With more than 90 brand name stores like Nike Factory Store, Calvin Klein, Banana Republic Factory Store, BCBG Max Azria Factory Store, and Tommy Hilfiger. You'll find all the brands you love to give and the savings that make your gift giving a joy. Could holiday shopping be any easier? Prime Outlets for the holidays. It's a wrap.
When I started selling Fords 14 years ago, the first lesson I learned was the importance of customer service. I quickly adopted a personal policy to treat every customer like they were family. That's the way I sold my first Ford, and that's the way I run my Ford dealership. Wynn Ford is a family business. Literally, we have brothers, moms and sons, husbands and wives, all working together to guarantee your satisfaction. So come on in and meet the Wynn Ford family. You might even run into my wife Anne Marie and our 3 kids while you're here.
The Super Doppler 10 weather team is always on your side.
Hi, everybody. I'm Carrie Fury. On the next Kid Talk, we're talking about some very serious subjects: understanding sadness, loneliness, depression, and suicide. These students are here from
Windsor High School.
And they're going to share their thoughts on these subjects. And also, our guest expert is licensed clinical social worker and family therapist Chris Gilchrist to help us understand how to handle these issues in ourselves or in our friends or family members. Join us. It's a very important Kid Talk Saturday morning at 11:30.
Your typical well-built home, or is it? Under infrared, you can see it can be a sieve for energy. At your Touchstone Energy Cooperative, we've got hundreds of things you can do to increase energy efficiency, from the Johnson's new heat pump, to the Walker family's programmable thermostat, to the Pearson's energy-efficient light bulbs. Whether the energy-saving device is high-tech or low, there's something all of us can and should do to help. We're all in this together.
Live from the station on your side, this is WAVY News 10.
Shots fired. Now a man is dead and a neighborhood on edge. And now Norfolk homicide investigators are trying to find the person who pulled the trigger.
I just think it's sad. A lot of kids have nothing better to do.
Well, for some thieves, it seems nothing is sacred, not even a steel statue of the father of our country.
The person stole a sword.
I know.
Of all the things
from
to go to
statue
prison
of George
for.
Washington. And it's steel. I mean, how did they get it? These questions and more answered in just a couple of minutes.
Hey, thanks for joining us on WAVY News 10 today at 6:30. It is cold outside.
Yeah, before we get to that story, we do have to check on the forecast. But I mean, it may be warmer. It may feel warmer today compared to yesterday. Meteorologist Jeremy Wheeler's in for John Cash today, and Cheryl Tan is watching traffic. And we do have a special guest coming up at 6:45, and now I am done.
Good morning to you. It's Friday. We're heading into the weekend, and another reason to look forward to the weekend because I understand it's going to get warmer.
It's going to get better. Yesterday's highs in the upper 30s to near 40, but today things are going to improve. Let's take a look here, though.
Good.
Live Super Doppler 10 has some wintry precip west of Hampton Roads. That's west of Richmond even. And we actually have some clearing going on from Richmond to Emporia, and that's going to be moving over our heads. And then I think this precip pretty much is going to dry up as it moves east. Could yet see a sprinkle today, but at the bus stop I don't expect it. Going to see temperatures chilly though, 20s and 30s, mostly in the lower 30s, but at least it won't be that windy. And your forecast for today, temperatures lower 50s with a lot of cloud cover, perhaps a sprinkle, but no good rain chances. Yes, we're warmer today. We're going to be much warmer middle of next week. We'll talk about that coming up.
All right, Jeremy, thanks so much. Still big problems in Suffolk. Crews have been out there for a tractor trailer crash since 1 this morning. This tractor trailer is blocking the roadway right now as crews clear the scene. The eastbound lanes 58, which is also Holland Road at Loomis Road, the eastbound lanes are blocked off. Use your detours there. 1 lane westbound is open. We're thinking it'll be out there for another hour or so. No injuries to report, but do watch out. This could be pretty congested as we head into rush hour. Other parts of the area are looking pretty good, though. This is downtown Norfolk, I-464 at Berkeley Avenue, just slowing down westbound 264 into the downtown tunnel around the Berkeley Bridge, but no other accidents or problems from State Police. Right now at 6:31.
Cheryl, thanks very much. Our top story this morning, Norfolk police are working to get a killer off the streets.
Police say someone shot a man several times and left him for dead. 10 News 5's Katie Collette is live at the Norfolk Police Department with more on their investigation and the search for the killer. Any word on that, Katie?
So far, Don, we haven't heard anything. As far as we know, they have not found the killer yet. But what I can tell you is 35-year-old Clifton Brooks Jr. died of his gunshot wounds at Centera Norfolk General Hospital Thursday evening. And now police are on a mission to find that killer before he shoots again.
It went bang, 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 bang. And it really scared me because normally I come out and see things, but when I heard that, I immediately went upstairs in my house.
Gwendolyn Bennett says she heard the shots that killed Clifton Brooks Jr. She didn't come outside until she felt the shooter was long gone. When she looked around, she saw bullet holes in cars and neighboring townhouses, small holes in them where the bullets broke through.
It makes you really want to move, but you can't run from the problem, so you try to do whatever you can to try to fix the problem.
Watching police work, Gwendolyn remembers another shooting at the same intersection of Bonnet and Tanners Creek Drive, only the victim was her son, and he survived. Now, inside the crime tape along the 6900 block of Tanners Creek Drive, police mark evidence, searching for clues to catch a killer.
I feel sorry for this, whoever this might be. I feel sorry for their family because, you know, and it's at the holiday. This is the time to be joyful and happy, but, you know, they're in grief.
Now, police have not identified any suspects yet, and that's where you come in. If you have any information that can help police in their investigation, call the crime line at 1-888-LOCK-YOU-UP. Live in Norfolk, Katie Collette, 10 on your side.
Also new this morning, it was a very busy one for Peninsula firefighters dealing with two houses up in flames less than an hour apart. WAVY News 10 was the only crew there as the flames tore through both of these Newport News homes. We can show you the pictures first from a renovated home in the 1000 block of 23rd Street just before 1 o'clock in the morning. Now here, no one was home, but moments later, crews were called to a house on Dabney Place where 3 people were inside and a dog. They all made it out safely. The cause of both of these fires is still under investigation. And listen to this, there's been an arrest in the mall shooting at Patrick Henry Mall from Monday night. Police say they've got a 14-year-old in custody. These are pictures snapped by our partners at the Daily Press right after the shooting. 51-year-old Hio Cabrera was shot in the hand and the same bullet pierced her leg. This was Monday evening. Now she's recovering. Police say they were able to track down the teenager at a friend's house. He now faces several charges, including aggravated malicious wounding.
Yorktown police are on the lookout for a thief who swiped a sword off the George Washington statue. The statue was on Water Street along the waterfront. Investigators say the sword was pried from the inside of General Washington's coat. Now, they aren't sure when the crime happened or why.
It's just a plain black sword made out of steel, and I have no idea what somebody would want with it. It floors me, really, why somebody would take the time to take that.
Now, police plan to bring felony destruction of property charges against the person or persons responsible. And if you have any information, call Yorktown Police.
The future of Hampton Road's most famous fort is still under discussion. Fort Monroe is slated to close in September of 2011. The National Park Service wants to make the historic site, what else? A national park. The fort sits on Hampton's Point Comfort prime waterfront property for development, new houses, businesses, other revenues. Folks in charge of the fort's future had this to say.
If it's valuable to anybody, it's going to be valuable within the context of it being a National Historic Landmark. And that in itself is going to very much shape the direction, the design, the appearance of Fort Monroe in the future.
All right, so when are we going to find out what's going to happen? Well, the draft plan for the fort is due in June. If you'd like more information about the possibilities, you can check out our website, wavy.com.
Hampton University is getting a nice gift from a major computer company. The school has been awarded the Technology for Teaching Hewlett-Packard grant. That means HU will get a classroom and faculty package from the company worth $55,000. It includes 21 wireless laptops, an inkjet printer, a digital camera, and a multimedia projector. It also features a cash award of $19,000. After months of talks, the College of William & Mary has changed its logo from this to this. No feathers. The change follows complaints from the NCAA calling the feathers on the old logo hostile and abusive. A committee of alumni, students, faculty, and members of the local community came up with a new look.
It is now 5:36. Yay or nay? Congress passes a sweeping energy bill that would force automakers to make cars more fuel efficient, but will it get past the Senate?
Hi, I'm Captain Lori Marvis. You're stationed here in Southwest Asia. I'm sending a greeting to my husband, Pat Marvis, in Yorktown, Virginia, and my children, Emily, Jonathan, and Gabe. I wish you guys a Merry Christmas, and I love you, and I can't wait to see you next year.
Across the Commonwealth, Virginians rely on Farm Bureau for all their insurance needs.
When you join Virginia Farm Bureau, your membership grants you the personal treatment missing in today's insurance industry, like face-to-face conversation. And when you have a claim, we get you on the road to recovery fast. Plus, your membership supports Virginia's farmers who put food on our tables daily. At Farm Bureau, we understand insurance, but more importantly, we understand people.
We don't have steak often, so when I got home from Walmart, I could tell what my husband was thinking. Steak. Is it her birthday? Our anniversary? Is it my birthday? I could have told him that Walmart has these great new genuine steakhouse steaks. They're USDA choice and guaranteed fresh. If we don't absolutely love them, they'll give us our money back. And at these great prices, we don't need a special occasion for steak. I could have told him that, but let's just let him sweat it out a bit. Save money, live better, Walmart.
Bottom Dollar presents Long Live the King.
I am the king of dinner.
Are you crazy? Potatoes are delicious. I am Dinner King.
Well, since we are both from Bottom Dollar Food and offer both quality and freshness, I'd say we are both kings of dinner.
Nah, I'll be king. You be a baron or something. Get all the groceries you need at Bottom Dollar prices.
With Honda's fuel-saving variable cylinder management system, to help maximize fuel efficiency, you'll be spending less time in front of these and more time behind the wheel of this. From the most fuel-efficient auto company in America, the all-new 2008 Accord from Honda.
Wrap up a memorable year with the perfect gift, gold and silver Jamestown coins.
Your hat is fabulous. How about if we don't give us a ticket today and just a warning?
License and registration.
Okay.
This your monkey?
The Trunk Monkey, a revolutionary idea you'll only find at First Team Honda.
Always live, always on your side. Super Doppler 10.
Good morning, live Super Doppler 10 picking up on a little wintry precip to the west of Hampton Roads, also to the south and west. As it moves east, I think most of it's going to dry up, probably falling as a sprinkle next couple of hours. That's about it. That's all we expect. Otherwise, a lot of cloud cover out there today. Temperatures in the 20s Wakefield, but we're in 30 now in Suffolk, 32 Virginia Beach, 33 in Norfolk, and we've got 29 Newport News. So temperatures actually the last couple of hours have warmed up a little bit. Compared to about midnight last night, or let's say 1 a.m., things have warmed up just a little. So a lot of cloud cover out there, a little precip trying to come in. Again, most of that's going to dry up as it gets here. We've got some warmer temperatures today, not because of a warm front, but just because the winds are out of the south and east a little bit. And that warmth, though, really going to pick up as we go into the weekend. Future track computer model today, a lot of cloud cover, maybe a slight chance for a sprinkle. That's about it. That's all we expect today. And then overnight tonight, another chance for some sprinkles. Otherwise, a lot of cloud cover. It's not going to be as cold either. Temperatures overnight tonight going to be more in the upper 30s. Then tomorrow, well, we'll see maybe another sprinkle, but I think it's mostly going to be a lot of cloud cover. No good chances for precip. All right, so today's forecast, warmer temperatures this afternoon. Highs going to be in the lower 50s. And then look at that, Saturday, highs in the lower 60s. Sunday, we'll see some mixed temperatures, 50s and 60s, but Monday and Tuesday, highs in the upper 60s to near 70 degrees. Some nice warmth building in there. All right, food trivia, here we go. Heard it here, makes a fine beverage, 2 Redskin colors out of 3, and nasal complaint. We'll have the answers coming up. Now, time for 10 Times Saver traffic.
Hey, thanks so much. State Police have picked up an accident in Norfolk. Let's show you the live WAVY traffic jam cam of the scene of 64 westbound at Northampton Boulevard. You can see the flashing lights at the top of your screen. We've got an off-ramp and right lanes blocked, so just do watch out there. Give yourself some extra time. Also, we've been following this accident all morning long, and actually that is the wrong map, but I wanted to tell you about the accident. We got video from Chopper 10 earlier of the scene in Suffolk. This is Route 58, which is also Holland Road at Loomis. It's a tractor trailer in a ditch. We've got 2 eastbound lanes on Holland Road, which are closed right now to traffic. 1 westbound lane is open. This could be causing some problems. Chopper 10 pilot John Massey is over the scene and will bring you his full report from Suffolk in about 10 minutes from this tractor trailer accident. Right now it's 6:42. Stay with us for more news.
coming to Anderson's during the holidays. They always have the newest decorations. Have you ever seen such beautiful poinsettias? It's so easy to find the perfect gift for all the people on my list. These are the most real-looking trees I've ever seen. With 6 acres of holiday color, you'll catch the spirit too.
Garden showplace makes your home your own.
Customers have a lot to say about Cavalier Ford. Take a peek.
Everyone associated with Cavalier Ford just treats you like you're part of their family.
I'll definitely buy my cars from Cavalier. I had such a great experience.
Even if they were further away, I'd still come here.
Price was great.
They know what they're doing.
Thank you, Cavalier, for all you do.
The way that I was treated at Cavalier Ford would make me a customer here for life.
If you'll visit us just once, Cavalier hopes to be your Ford dealer for the rest of your life. Cavalier Ford, Greenbrier, and Portsmouth.
Okay, 24 wrapping paper, check. 25 ribbon, check. 26 thank you cards.
Mom, we got dinner from KFC. Even cake.
It's all taken care of, so relax.
Dinner together, check.
The new KFC Festive Feast. 10 pieces of KFC chicken, 2 home-style sides, 6 biscuits, a Pepsi Mega Jug, and a double chocolate chip cake. Bring back dinner with a festive feast from KFC.
I can tell a lot about a man by what he wears and where he shops.
Classic yet contemporary, the Quality Shops are marking their 90th anniversary by giving you $90 off your next purchase.
The Quality Shops in downtown Norfolk and Hilltop East, Virginia Beach.
This morning's trivia question is brought to you by McDonald's.
In the morning, a little extra change can go a long way. And now get a hot sausage McGriddle sandwich for only $1 on the breakfast dollar menu.
Back on WAVY News 10 on this Friday morning at 6:45, and here's a look at some of the top stories we're following today. On this day in history, in 1941, the Japanese attacked Pearl Harbor. 5 battleships, 3 destroyers, and 7 other ships were sunk or damaged, while more than 200 aircraft were destroyed. About 2,400 Americans were killed and another 1,200 were wounded. A memorial service will be held today on board Naval Amphibious Base Little Creek.
The Coast Guard celebrating a record year. Look at all this. In 2007, it seized 355,000 pounds of cocaine. That's more in 1 year's time than they've ever nabbed before. Officials say the cocaine holds a street value of roughly $4.7 billion. The Coast Guard says because of its success, smugglers now have to find more expensive and harder ways to try and move illegal drugs into the United States.
A new legislative study finds no evidence Virginia's fees on bad drivers actually deter abusive driving. Now, the report says the new fees aren't just ineffective, but they're also being applied inconsistently. And when the law took effect in July, residents were outraged. The fees can total thousands of dollars and don't apply to out-of-state drivers. They were imposed to help finance highway maintenance. Well, in Hampton Roads, dozens of homeowners are facing foreclosure, and now the president has come up with a way to settle the growing mortgage crisis. Many people used interest-only loans or adjustable-rate mortgages for their homes. Well, now those rates are going up more than some can afford. President Bush offered the Hope Now plan, which freezes rates for 5 years. A local lawyer recommends talking to your lender if you're facing trouble.
Lenders and banks are in the business of lending money, not owning real estate. They do not want to own your house. They want you to be in it and to keep making the payments.
Now, President Bush's plan will help people whose loan is less than 3 years old and who will default when the rates rise.
Well, the government also wants to help you save money on gas, at least half of the government so far. The House of Representatives approved a new energy bill Thursday that would force automakers to raise fuel standards to 35 miles a gallon by 2020. Now, the bill also includes an increase in ethanol use and requires 15% of electric power to come from renewable resources. Now, Democrats say the legislation will make Americans less dependent on foreign oil.
We are not going to stand by and allow them to be tipped upside down and have money shaken out of their pocket by OPEC.
This is just going to push a lot of the oil and gas investments offshore, refinery investments offshore.
Now here's the kicker. Senate Republicans oppose the bill. They've already threatened to block it. The White House also advising President Bush to give it a veto.
It is 12 before 7 o'clock. We have a special guest in our studio this morning.
All right, we have searched the world over to find a new anchor for WAVY News 10, and here he is, Tom Schaad. Welcome.
Good morning.
Search the world over.
We did.
They
didn't tell you?
I love that. Yeah, you can find me in Florida.
Monday's the big day.
Right.
Are you excited?
Very excited. All week long, I'm kind of anticipating coming on the set here, and you know, I'm just getting used to it right now. This is a good idea.
Want to knock it?
Of course, you got me in the middle of the night, though. You know?
Now, come on, now you've done this before.
I've
You've
done this
morning
before.
Stuff.
I was mornings. Actually, this is sleeping in for me. I used to get up at 2 o'clock in the morning, like you guys did. And 2 o'clock. Yeah. Yeah. Well, I had a longer drive.
Yeah.
Like a 35-minute drive to work.
Wow.
Really?
Yeah, but nobody's on the road, so it's kind of relaxing.
And if you're in downtown Norfolk and the tunnel is jammed up, you're going to be reintroduced to 30 or 40-minute drive.
Found that out last night. I was trying to leave at 5 o'clock and go to the downtown tunnel. Mistake!
All right, let's get to the really important stuff.
Real important stuff, okay.
Yankees or Red Sox?
Yankees or Red Sox? How about a AAA team known as the Pittsburgh Pirates?
You know, that's your
I didn't insult any
right?
Pittsburgh fans.
Does that mean you like the Steelers also?
Absolutely.
Well, we got to work on you and convert you to a Redskins fan. Are you up for the change?
No.
Listen, you come from an area in Florida that
I can't betray the black and gold.
You saw a lot of hurricanes while in Florida, the Orlando area?
The big one was 04, when we had 4 of them that came across the Central Florida area. I was in one in Francis in Brevard County, not far from Cape Canaveral where the shuttle launches. And that was a long 18 hours. I was hiding behind a utility shed in Merritt Island it was a little scary. But it wasn't a really strong, it was like a Cat 2.
Yeah.
So it wasn't a really bad hurricane, but it gave you a taste of how dangerous they are. And it's a little bit scary out there. It always reminds all of us to prepare and to take it very seriously. And I know that the last one we had here was 03?
Isabel.
Was it? Isabel,
Serious threat, yeah.
Yeah, so I'm right back where I belong.
Yeah. Now, you're closer to home. Pittsburgh is your hometown, right? So your parents, family, they're excited that you're going to be closer?
They're excited. It's about a 7 or 8 hour drive from here. But I went to visit them back Thanksgiving.
Yeah.
I know I'll be working straight through coming up December, January, getting used to the area and getting used to WAVY and everybody here. They've been great so far. But, you know, looking forward to starting in a new place, because this is different than Florida. Wake up this morning, you find that out.
Yeah.
It's like 35 degrees outside.
Yeah, but give it time, because we'll be back. I think Jeremy's will update us in a second on the forecast.
100-degree heat 70s. Here in no time, right?
Yes, yes, in the summertime.
I know.
Humidity.
Yeah, Bubba.
This will feel real comfortable.
Well, listen, I don't know if you were from a big family in Pittsburgh, but you are you're part of a big family now here at WAVY. There's a lot of us who've been here for a long time, and we welcome you, and we're glad you're here.
I really felt that way, too, all week long. You guys have all been terrific, and I look forward to starting a long and happy relationship with everybody here.
We're going to size you up for a Redskins cap right now.
As long as they don't play the Steelers, I'll root for Washington. How's that sound?
Fair.
We'll work it out.
Is that fair?
Monday at 6 o'clock is your first newscast.
I think at 5.
5 o'clock.
5 o'clock.
Monday at 5 o'clock. All right, mark your calendar.
They're starting me off early.
All right, good.
All
well, thanks for coming by this morning.
It was a pleasure.
Welcome aboard.
Go back to bed.
All right, let's get back over to the Super Output 10 Weather Center, where Jeremy is going to tell Tom if we're going to have, 4 seasons in 3 days, or
actually, just no hurricanes.
Over the next week, it is going to get interesting. We are going to see a nice warm-up coming in, but this morning we're seeing some temperatures in the 30s. Live Super Doppler 10 picking up on some wintry precip out west of Hampton Roads. This is west of Richmond and Emporia. As it moves east, I think it's going to dry up a little bit. Could create a sprinkle out of this next couple of hours. Don't expect there to be too much, but there is some wintry precip if you're traveling out to the west. Tower Cam 10 right now, a lot of cloud cover. Temperatures have been warming last couple of hours. 29 right now, Newport News. Lower 30s, Norfolk, Virginia Beach. 30 in Hampton. 32 in Chesapeake, and 32 in Suffolk. There's our WeatherNet site. Denby High School right now on the peninsula. Newport News, 32 degrees and climbing. The sun's coming up. We are going to warm things up a little bit. I actually have a little bit of clearing out ahead of this precip that's to the west of us, and I think the sensitivity of the radar's turned up a little. But again, as this comes east, could give us a little bit of a sprinkle out there this morning. This afternoon, partly cloudy skies, northeast North Carolina, temperatures in the lower 50s. That is much better than yesterday's highs in the 30s. It was just so chilly. Today we will be better. High of 50 in Norfolk, 51 Virginia Beach, and 51 degrees in Portsmouth. Partly cloudy to mostly cloudy skies. Mostly cloudy peninsula, 50 for Newport News for a high. Upper 40s though, Hampton and Poquoson. And then we're in the 40s pretty much for everybody here from the Middle Peninsula to the Northern Neck and Eastern Shore. Mid to upper 50s, mostly cloudy. And yes, we could see a sprinkle in all these cities, even through the day, but not a great chance of rain at all. Boating forecasts: south-southeast winds 5 to 10 knots, seas 2 to 3 feet. And 7-day forecast, we're in the lower 60s tomorrow, so there's a nice little warm-up. Could even see a sprinkle tomorrow. Little mixed numbers in there for Sunday, but Monday and Tuesday, no doubt about it, we're going to see a nice warm-up. Highs upper 60s to
short pants weather, man.
70 degrees. Yeah, well, we're going to see some temps way above average there, so that'll be good. All right, heard it here. Makes a fine beverage, 2 Redskin colors, and nasal complaint. Do I have any winners here at the desk? We've got a winner on paper.
Who is the winner?
Betsy Shin of Virginia Beach.
Virginia Beach checking in this morning.
Maroon and gold is what I'm thinking.
I think it's burgundy and white is what I'm looking for.
Burgundy and gold.
Oh, okay, so it's wine?
Yeah.
Heard
that's
it
right.
here. Who
wine or grape?
Who wines around here?
Nobody. That's just a general.
Because John's not here today. I gotcha.
I didn't say a thing. He'll be back Monday.
Jeremy, thank you.
Cheryl.
Hey, let's talk traffic on this Friday morning. We do have a couple of hiccups to share with you. John Massey is in Suffolk with more details coming up about a big one in Suffolk. We've been following all morning, taking a look at your ride through the tunnels. Now we're seeing a little bit of congestion. Nothing to really write home about. Westbound, you're slowing down around City Hall Avenue. Eastbound from Frederick Boulevard to the downtown tunnel and into Norfolk, slowing down around Effingham. 5 to 10 extra minutes should do it as you get through the tunnel this way. Taking a live look at an accident we told you about 10 minutes ago, 64 westbound at Northampton Boulevard. It looks a little better. It looks like it's all pushed off to the side, but just do be aware of those flashing lights. And as I mentioned, Chopper 10 pilot John Massey is in the sky in Suffolk over a crash with a tractor trailer, and crews, John, have been out there since 1 this morning.
Good morning, Cheryl. Indeed, it has. The good news, however, they do have the tractor trailer cleared and out of the ditch at this point, but VDOT workers remain on scene to inspect that roadway because it tore that front axle out from underneath that tractor and did some damage to the roadway as they brought it back up out of the ditch. So they should have this open hopefully soon. Right now, your detour, they are exiting you off at Loomis down to Copeland and back up on Manning to bring you back up to 58. However, if you do leave right now, you're going to be expecting some delays back there. Around Loomis, where Loomis runs into Copeland, you can see heavy volumes of traffic on that detour this morning, so expect to give yourself a good 10 to 15 extra minutes making that detour around. If you can postpone your morning commute about 10 to 15 minutes, maybe between that and a half hour, they should have that roadway reopened. I hope everybody has a great day.
Let's face it, Congress is stuck. On immigration, they refuse to solve the problem. Now they're playing games with military funding. We need a change. I'm Rob Whitman, and I believe government needs to be smaller. I believe military funding needs to be strong. And it's time to get serious and secure our borders.
Common sense? You bet. How about we make it more common in Congress?
I'm Rob Whitman, and I approve this message.
Wouldn't you like to get rewarded just for using your debit or credit card? Rewards are one of the many reasons to open a business account at Langley Federal Credit Union. Checking that earns you dividends is another. At Langley Federal, we're committed to helping your business succeed. And you'll enjoy better rates, lower fees, and customized service to fit your specific business needs. Make a smart business decision and contact Langley's Business Services Department today.
At Value City's This Price Can't Be Right event, our low prices just got even lower. Now through Saturday, come on down and save big. With 30% off all Christmas decor, like this 7-foot pre-lit tree, now just $55.99. Sony DVD players, just $29.99. And buy one, get one 50% off all activewear. Men's, ladies, kids. Plus, use your Value City credit card and get an extra 20% off your total store-wide purchase. This Price Can't Be Right event, in Saturday at Value City.
Ever since Santa and his helpers went to the huge razor sale at Intello's, it's kind of like they're finding money everywhere they look, because all our razors are on sale, including the new Razor 2, color razors like the exclusive Intello's Plum Razor, plus the new Black Razor, starting at just 99 cents. So don't miss the big razor sale at Intello's. The savings are substantial. Intello's, the best value in wireless guaranteed.
It's for you.
Green Gifford has a shopping experience you will love. It's the Nissan year-end sales event. The perfect time to shop for something eye-appealing, like a 2008 Altima for only $259 a month, or a 2008 Sentra for only $229 a month. Get 1.9% financing or discounts up to $9,000 right now during the Green Gifford Nissan year-end sales event. And check out the street-savvy, fuel-efficient crossover from Nissan, the all-new Rogue for under 20 grand.
Go, 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 Green Gifford.
Across from Target, Norfolk.
Window World offers top-quality, double-hung vinyl replacement windows starting as low as $189 installed. Window World, simply the best for less.
Coming up this Friday morning on Today, evacuations are underway in Southern California as residents brace for the heaviest rains in more than a year. We're live with the latest on emergency efforts. Then a Today exclusive, who was Robert Hawkins? We're going to talk with two close friends of the Omaha gunman and learn more about the victims of his horrible rampage. Also ahead, we'll give you 5 specific ways to reduce the stress this holiday season without sacrificing the fun. That's when we get started on a Friday morning right here on Today.
Meredith, thank you. It's a minute and a half before 7 o'clock, and here's a look at what we're following for you tonight on WAVY News 10 at 5.
Police are searching in Norfolk for whoever is behind a deadly shooting. 10 of your side's Katie Collette joins us live now with a look ahead. Katie?
Good morning, Carrie and Don. One man is dead after someone fired several rounds, hitting the victim and neighboring homes and cars. It happened Thursday night along the 6900 block of Tanners Creek Drive. Police say 35-year-old Clifton Brooks Jr. was shot several times and left for dead. He was rushed to Centera Norfolk General Hospital, where he later died. Now police want to get the shooter off the streets before another life is lost. And we'll have much more for you on their investigation tonight, beginning at 5. Live in Norfolk, Katie Collette, 10 on your side.
All right. Of course, we always ask folks to call Crime Line if there's something you know that could help the investigation. But, you know, even if it's something that you think might be totally insignificant, call anyway.
Jeremy joins us. One more check on the forecast.
Yeah, let's take a look at the 7-day. And today we've got mostly cloudy skies, partly cloudy, mostly cloudy, and a few sprinkles possible, but nothing big. Temperatures lower 50s. Tomorrow lower 60s. Nice little warm up there, but big warm up on the way from Monday and Tuesday. It'll feel pretty good compared to yesterday's highs in the 30s.
70?
Yeah,
wow.
70.
Bring it on.
It'll be amazing.
Yeah, well, enjoy. Just watch out as you head out in Suffolk 58 and Loomis. That tractor trailer crash still on the roadway. Just give yourself some extra time out there.
We'll be back with more news at 7:27.
All right, right now we're headed over to wavy.com. We'll see you there.
Evacuations. Thousands of homeowners in Southern California ordered to get out as heavy rain moves in. And further east, it's expected to be an icy weekend. Today exclusive, who was Robert Hawkins? Friends of the Omaha Mall shooter give us their take on the man behind the worst act of violence in Nebraska history, as the world hears the chilling 911 calls recorded as the first shots were fired.
911, what's your emergency?
Plus, message from Stacy.
Hey, Dad, it's me. Stacy.
Stacy Peterson's parents release a voicemail she left just before she vanished, as winter starts to complicate the search for her today, Friday, December 7th, 2007.
From NBC News, this is Today with Matt Lauer.